Sowore finally speaks after getting shot by police. Nigerian controversial activist and politician Omoyele Sowore, who got shot at a protest in Unity Fountain, Abuja on the 31st of May 2021 by an alleged police officer, finally speaks on the incident. Recorded in the early hours of Monday the 31st of May during a protest mobilized by Omoyele Sowore, as people were chanting and singing solidarity songs, Sowore was shot with a tear gas canister. In the viral live video, people were seen chanting while Sowore was singing before he shouted and smoke started coming out of the tear gas. Sowore was rushed to the hospital for emergency treatment.
The thing is, it's there, it's lodged there, the bullet is lodged there. The bullet is there.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever.
Solidarity forever.
Please, let's reduce the number.
Let some people stay back.
Sowore's lawyer, Mr. Iniebehe F. Young, who confirmed the incident, claimed his client was at the Unity Fountain for mass mobilization of protesters ahead of a nationwide protest against insecurity on June 12. He said, "Yes, Omoyele Sowore was shot, though he didn't die, but he sustained an injury. He was at the Unity Fountain to mobilize Nigerians ahead of a grand protest against insecurity on June 12. While he and other members of the Revolution Now movement were still speaking to the policemen who denied them the access to the venue, another combined team of security operatives arrived at the venue and shot at him." Sowore hosted a press conference to address the gunshot. He claims he won't let the government silence him. Watch the video.
Barrister Femi Falana, SAN, leads an organization known as ASCAP, and he invited all of us to do a protest across the country yesterday against growing insecurity in the country. So I left home to attend that protest alongside other friends, and upon approaching the Unity Fountain, we received intelligence that the police had locked the gates of Unity Fountain in Abuja. And when we arrived there, we engaged the police and explained to them that it is within our rights to have protests, and that the police need not shut the gates of the place against us. But they refused. So when they refused, I asked the barrister who was beside me if he could reach the commissioner of police. And he called him and put him on a speakerphone, and we repeated to him that it was despicable of the police to prevent Nigerians from protesting. Since it's our fundamental human rights and it's our constitutional right as well, whatever their constitution is that they respect. He responded in Hausa language, which I heard a little bit of, that he had no hand in it and that he would talk to the people there to open the gate. So when I looked back, discovered about 5 trucks, between 3 and 5 trucks of police officers had arrived at the scene, and we started singing solidarity songs. Peaceful protest. This was being live streamed, by the way, on my page at this point. And from nowhere, this woman, who I later learned is a CSP in the police, approached me with the gun that's referred to as a federal riot gun. It looks like a double barrel gun, but it's used in shooting projectiles of tear gas. It is not meant to be shot at persons, but she was at such a close range that she looked at me and said, "Sowore, you are the one here," and she shot me. And my thigh on the outside started to give in. At first, initially it was like a thump, and then later I started seeing, I noticed that blood was running underneath my trousers, my jeans trousers, and discovered I couldn't walk anymore and I fell to the ground. So upon falling to the ground, she instructed her men to be shooting more tear gas in our direction, apparently to prevent anybody from saving me. But two guys beside me picked me up and we entered the car to go to the hospital. It was on our way to the hospital that I discovered that my thigh was just swelling and expanding. That we did a live video showing my situation. I had to remove my trousers, as they call it here, and we went to the hospital. We got halfway into the public hospital and we decided against it, that it's better to go to a private hospital. So we went to a private hospital and they began treating the injury on my thigh. We didn't know how big or serious it was, but I was just in a lot of pain. At this point, by the way, we had a cameraman from Broadway TV who was taking videos of my pain and the treatment. He was inside the emergency room with us. And when we discovered that the hospital wasn't very well equipped for the level of pain and suspicion that this could be something different, we called another hospital and drove down to that second hospital where I was eventually treated.
Even though a witness claimed he saw a female police officer identified as CSP Alton Daniel, but the Nigerian police force denied the allegation completely, claims it is just a rumor. For more of these news, please log on to our website at www.broadwaytv.tv and on Instagram at The Broadway TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Broadway TV.